So you're not aware of it because everybody's doing it. So you think it's normal, but nobody's not really waking up and say, damn, do I got to do it this way just because grandma doing it, daddy doing it, auntie doing it? You know what I mean? The cousins doing it. Nah, you got to be the one who actually, once again, we talked about it earlier in the recording, you got to be the captain of your own ship. So that's how you be the captain of your own ship, is that you got to have that awareness to know that, listen, this is just something that was just inherited to me. It's just like, once again, we were kind of using the analogy that you get up in the morning and you brush your teeth a certain way. You use the right amount of toothpaste and you floss, and then you may use your mouthwash and whatever you do to get your routine thing in the morning, the way you're doing it. It's just, once again, it's just a routine, the way that you're doing it. I'm not saying that it's right or wrong. We don't get in that kind of debate, but it's just something that just routine that you normally do. And you never question it because it's just something that we just do all the time. But yeah.
Liberating, because the moment you recognize yourself as the gardener, you reclaim absolute authority. You do not have to negotiate with the soil. You do not have to petition external forces for better conditions. You simply have to change what you plant. Starting today, starting now. The seeds that reach your inner garden come from two sources. The first is external, suggestions from other people and from the environment. From your earliest days, your inner garden was completely open, entirely without a conscious guardian. As a child, you lacked the capacity to evaluate and reject the seeds.
We're going to stop it there. So there were some studies that said, don't quote me on this, but there were some studies saying, and I know it's true, but I don't know what's the ages, but I've heard between 1 to 7. When the kid is 1 to 7, they don't have the ability to reject it because that conscious mind is not as strong. They don't have the awareness to understand what they like and what they don't like. So that's why they always say it's important for you to learn and do things, especially like when you're trying to learn a different language. It's always good to do it when you're younger than when you're older, because you don't have that wall, so to speak, that's blocking you. You could just kind of just bring everything back. Yes, remember we were talking about early in the filming earlier, is that the people down in the subconscious, which we was talking about, the people down in the room in the back. So what happens is that everybody just talking to the people in the back, so to speak. There's no filter there. And we were saying earlier also too about the air conditioning. When the air comes in, it's something like a filter that's there before it actually comes into the house or the room or whatever it is. So you don't got that filter that's there in that air condition because you're not old enough to understand. And you don't have that awareness of that particular filter that's there, the block, which is that conscious mind. So it's always good when you're younger